Yo, what is up, man?
What is happening? Greetings and salutations from was snowy and now it's rainy, Western New York.
Okay.
Yeah. It was raining fucking sideways this morning on my way to work, and I still tried to use an umbrella. By the grace of God, it didn't break. It kept on turning inside out. So I'm sure I gave the people in traffic, waiting for me to cross the street, a good laugh. But
Well, how many umbrellas have you lost in your life, and how many have you left at the bar?
I would say 0.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever owned a umbrella.
Oh,
Ella,
no shit.
Ella,
Yeah.
A,
Ella. A.
A,
All right.
A,
Well, hey, speaking of A, we got some Canadians, on this evening's episode. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think between these two guys, they've probably been back more times than anybody else.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, they're cool guys, and we like talking to them, and they just got off a tour together, and I can't wait to hear of all the shenanigans. I mean, I caught up with them, or I checked out what was going on via the old Instagram, but yeah, I'm ready to hear some tour stories, some behind the scenes, what they didn't want to show on Instagram. So yeah.
All right. Well, no more need to wait around. Let's go ahead and introduce them. We got Duane fucking Regretsky and Fast fucking Eddie. What's up, dudes?
What up, guys?
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Fast Eddie making his second appearance on the old podcast and the Regretster. This is your third time on the podcast. Wow. We would have probably
always got to fucking outdo me, Duane?
Don't, you know what, Russ? Don't count. Only an old fucking lady counts. Are you gonna start counting my beers next? No,
I am an old lady. I just turned 50 the other day, so I am an old lady.
Oh yeah.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday, Russ. Yeah.
Should we do it, guys? Should we do it?
Yeah, I think we should.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
dear Russ.
You got old balls.
Happy birthday to you.
And kids, that's why you don't do drugs.
Bong rip time? No, not yet.
About to do that bong rip, huh?
Yeah, so me and Fast Eddie both smoke weed. That was a really cool thing about our tour together, man. We smoked a lot of weed, didn't we, Eddie?
Nice.
Yeah. It's fun. It's always like nice to be able to be around somebody who's also just kind of part of the lifestyle, right? Like you don't have to like ask to stop to smoke a doobie or while you're driving along, you know what I mean? You don't have to necessarily be like, hey, is it cool if I hit this vape? Because we're just gonna ask for it next.
Yeah, I remember watching your guys' tour video where you're like, hey man, what are you doing? You're packing for tour and shit. You guys are out. Yeah, that was a good little point. You guys had some good videos, good little promotional tools. Good job, guys.
Yeah, thank you. We really did try. It was a bare minimum of 6 months of planning this tour from start to finish, and so by the end of it, we just put in so much work that we felt it was necessary to just kind of jump on that bandwagon of video promotion. Right? It just helps get the views up and us in people's faces before we get to their town.
And I feel like that's what you have to do a lot. You got to take advantage of social media now more than you did before. I mean, you have to get in with the reels. You have to get in with your little videos and blah, blah. If that's what you're going for, but that's what it looks what you see a lot of, and it's a lot of work to do, and if
it is, but it's a necessary evil sometimes.
Yeah, we're on it. Ultimately, we're just trying to get people to come to our shows, right? With the social media game, it's a pain in the ass. but that's how we try to get people to our shows, because, you know, if it's the shows in our town, we'll throw up posters or handbills, but, you know, there's not necessarily somebody to do that for you when you're going all across the country.
No, it's not like it used to be back in the day when you would have like street teams, or like, you know, certain promoters in that area would have like a street team that would flyer the area. Now we just, you know, and I was lazy for it too, you know, on Instagram, you know, I wouldn't even flyer here, you know, I would just put it up on Instagram and hope people would see it, you know.
Yeah, but you played hardcore and metal music, so people come to your shows anyway. Like, this is punk rock. Nobody's coming to our fucking shows like that.
This is folk punk. It's even harder.
Yeah. My favorite was we would send out, you know, 11 by 17 posters to like the venue, and we would like send, you know, like, all right, at least post like 3 or 4 in the venue, right? And then the rest, you know, maybe take to like a record shop or a coffee house or anything like that. And we'd get to the venue, and all of the posters that we sent the venue would be in there, you know. It's just like you have like, you know, 10 11 by 17s, you know, in the same fucking area.
Same thing. Yeah.
It's like, thanks guys, that's awesome.
You know,
but hey, at least they posted them.
They did at least put it up. Some of these venues, I feel like, might not have even put it up. Or
you get to the venue, and they're like, you see your FedEx envelope or your USPS envelope just right there behind the bar, with, you know, not even opened.
Holding up a table, you know, underneath the table leg, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, gentlemen, you guys started your little shindig over there on the East Coast, yeah?
Yeah. So Duane Regretsky flew into Toronto, and boy, were his arms tired.
They were.
So I picked him up from the airport and kind of started from there. Took him to his little residence for the couple of days that he was staying around the GTA with me. And so Toronto was a lot of fun. We were able to nail down and play at Bovine Sex Club. At the beginning, it was a little sketchy. We weren't too sure where we were going to play. We weren't really hearing from them. You know, they are a very, very busy venue. They get tons of requests. But, you know, I've played there a few times now and kind of got to know the owner. So I was lucky enough that he got back to me, and he just was totally open for it. So
Eddie locked it down big time. Like he says, this Bovine Sex Club, it's like a legendary Canadian venue in Toronto. And I don't know, you guys might have even heard of it before. I know that you dipped into Ontario a bit, didn't you? Bad 7.
Oh yeah. Blacklist Royals. We played Bovine a handful of times, I think, at least twice. Yeah, when we were up. Yeah.
Sorry, I need to side tangent for a second. So Eric, you played in Blacklist?
Yeah. I was the original bass player, pretty much for the entire Semper Libre tour. And then left the band right before Die Young with Me came out.
Okay. Because I was going to say, 2 dot connections. My first record ever vinyl purchase was Blacklist Royals record. I purchased when they came to play the first ever Koi Fest in Kitchener, Ontario.
Okay.
So, and 2, they were this week's band on Krista Makes a Podcast. Their new song. So just like, wait a second, I was just hearing that name like for the past like 2 days on my drive home. Like,
that was a great episode. I had met Nat and Rob when they moved from West Virginia to they were living in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, because they were both going to MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University. And that's like 45 minutes, I guess you could say, south of Nashville. But I met those guys, and I guess you can say the rest is history. You know,
that's hella dope.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry for a side tangent, but it was just like I had to do it because I was just like, wait a second here.
That's
like,
crazy.
Okay.
That's 6 degrees of you want it, you got it.
It is. Again, like it's fucking. This little music world isn't, so big. It's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Eric's the rock star, and I'm just the guy that holds his coat.
Nah.
It's true though. Eric knows some people, and it's cool to hear the stories and stuff. With it's like some random people that we've never met before on the podcast, and then Eric will mention something. And they'll be, wait a second, that Warped Tour, my band played that Warped Tour, and blah 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 blah. And we're like, okay, it's just you're right. It's like 6 degrees.
Yeah. Blacklist Royals, we were very fortunate, and riding in that shark van for as long as I did, and gallivanting around either United States or Southern Ontario. I mean, met a lot of people, have a lot of stories,
cool.
and very fortunate.
Very cool.
Hell
yeah. Nice. Well, speaking of Southern Ontario.
Yeah. So the tour, guys. Yeah.
I guess that took us from Toronto, and next we did Kitchener-Waterloo.
Yeah, Kitchener-Waterloo, which is like my kind of like hometown where I kind of grew up and had my upbringing of my formative years. And so that was a lot of fun because I got to play at a little space I played a little bit ago. And it was called Princess Cafe, put on by my good friends at Pink Lemonade Records. And it was just a really nice night. I had some real good friends come hang out. Unfortunately, I forgot to mention to Duane that my good friend Sarah, who's in Among Legends and also part of Steady Riot Records, was in the room. And then also my good friend Kyle from Brutal Youth, he was there. And I just kind of take for granted sometimes the cool friends that I have. So I'm just like, hey, yeah, they're just my friends. And then, Duane was like, wait, those are those people? And I'm like,
those are those
oh, yeah.
From those Why didn't you tell me? Cool. We all hung out and crushed beers in the parking lot anyway, But
nice.
Yeah, the cafe, Princess Cafe. It was really cool because it's a 2-level building, and downstairs it's an art gallery, and on the main floor it's a movie theater, and also there's like this cafe bar attached to it, and that's where we played. So it was fucking cool to walk through that building and see the different layers of it. And I was like, damn, not too bad, Eddie. He set us up some good digs out there, man.
Yeah, it was nice that we were able to make that one come through because again, the DIY booking, it's never been harder, right? So sometimes things happen for you, and sometimes you get a call and things aren't going to work out like you'd like. And then you got great people like my buddy Zach at Pink Lemonade who pulled through for us and locked down Princess, and it was really cool. So what's even funnier is that like I have this very kind of professional approach to like the back end of all of this. And so like email is definitely like my foremost way that I try and book everything. And so if it's not a venue or like an actual promotion company, I find now most of the time, if it's not Messenger, it's messaging like, directly on Instagram or something like that. Like,
and he slides in those DMs to get this shit booked. It's true.
Yeah, dude.
It's well, because again,
like
sometimes
the Toronto fucking Blue Jays, the way he slides into those fucking.
And so if it's again, even if it is like an email of a venue or a promotion company, like depending on how popular either of those are, like your email could potentially maybe get lost in the mix or doesn't get responded to in maybe necessarily the time that you're looking for. And like, I try and be as patient as I can, but to a degree, like, the window's closing every day, that something's not getting booked. And you don't know if it's the email just before you that's going to end up booking that venue, or if it's already booked and you're just waiting for a response that's going to get you nowhere, but you've already now wasted, a week waiting to hear back, right?
That was the juggling of us booking this tour together. Like, it wasn't it was not an exaggeration when Eddie said it was like a 6 month process to book it, because we were juggling emails and saying to each other, oh, I'm waiting for this venue to get back to me. Meanwhile, we're probably checking into 2 or 3 backup venues because we don't know if they're going to get back to us at all.
Yeah.
So it was a whole thing, man. It took a long time, but we got it locked in at the end, and we made every show. We got to every show. We had a show booked. A couple fell through during booking, but we found replacements, and we made it fucking happen. Like,
yeah.
What was the hardest city to book?
That's
I guess it's different for both of you guys because both of you guys booked half and half. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay. Let's kind of do it that way. So I guess for the Eastern leg, technically the hardest date to book was Toronto. Just because of actually what we were just like talking about is just that waiting period, right? Like, and Duane really came up with a saying, here and there we paid for prestige, right? Like, we booked some top-notch venues, but sometimes that didn't necessarily work out for us in ways such as, waiting quite a long time to lock down and book some of these venues and stuff like that. And maybe hindsight, 2020, going with the more easier route, or places that we have played before that might be not quite to the level of I guess you could say just status, like, when, like, it's, again, we're not trying to play, like, again, we are trying to play a game, but we're playing for fun, right? But we want to go play these awesome venues that we see our peers going and playing, right? So, like, places like House of Targ in Ottawa, like, that was like kind of a for sure venue that I wanted to make sure that we booked. And
it's a really cool bar. It's like an arcade with all these video games, and they also like just make pierogies, like really good pierogies. And it's kind of like a destination to play if you're going to play in Ottawa, Ontario. It's like punk bands play there, right? And it's a good venue to play. But like, like Eddie was saying, we played some of these bucket list venues, but it's such a crapshoot. You don't know what you're going to get when you're on tour and you're playing 5 days a week or whatever. And so, like, we played in Montreal on kind of the poshest, like, party street in Montreal where everybody parties, and one of the best venues to play in Montreal for punk bands, Turbo House. And it was a Sunday night. But I don't know, the show was kind of a dud compared to some other ones. Like, in a small town in Kamloops on a Tuesday night, we had more people than we had on a Sunday night in Montreal. So it's just so disproportionate, and it's like a crapshoot. It's a roll of the dice. You really don't know what you're going to get.
And I also have to do, I'm sure too, who was there last night or who's coming tomorrow night, like what tours or other bigger tours are coming through. Did you guys have to compete the same day of any other bigger shows?
That happened to us in Sherbrooke. I heard that like the same night.
A little bit, yeah.
There's a big show in Montreal or something.
Yeah, so I think it was like Forgotten Rebels were playing in Montreal, and Sherbrooke's maybe just over an hour drive from Montreal. And, Forgotten Rebels are a really, really big, notable punk band for
70s
Canada.
Canadian punk band from back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, I guess, there are a lot of people from Sherbrooke that ended up going to that one that night.
Including the guy that let us stay at his house the night before, Simon No Fun, when we stayed in Trois Rivières. He said, I'm going to Forgotten Rebels in Montreal tomorrow night. So
yeah.
It was crazy, though. The guy we stayed with in fucking Trois Rivières, he had the biggest punk rock record collection I've seen in my life.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and so after our show in Trois Rivières, we played this bar called Tavern Royale. And so we play the show, and me and Eddie, we're both having beers, we're having a good time. By the time the show's done, Eddie pulled everybody out of the venue and stood up on the table outside of the venue, and everybody came out for his last song. He played on his acoustic, he did a No Effects cover. But after the show, the guy that we're supposed to go home with and stay with, he says, "Oh, you want to go to the bar?" And I'm like, dude, it's like 1 a.m. now or whatever. What do you mean go to the bar? But in Quebec, they stay open till 3. Whereas here in BC, last call is like midnight. Everybody's out of the bar by 1 a.m. So we go to this secondary bar called Cafe Zenob in Trois Rivières, which is an amazing bar. And it's actually part of this international poetry festival. And that night, a bunch of people had done poetry there as part of this festival. So we go there, and there's a big crowd, and me and Eddie are fucking drunk when we get there, and then we drink with these Frenchmen like for another 3 hours or something at the end of the bar, and we walk back to this guy's house or whatever, and we sleep at his house, and it's all cool. Eddie slept in the weird dungeon with no windows, and it was a little bit murdery, but we go for breakfast the next morning, and me and Eddie are like, yeah, we're kind of hungover from last night. And Simon says, "I'm fine. I don't drink." And I was like, "What do you mean you don't drink? You kept us out until 3 a.m. drinking at this bar. I saw you drinking beers." And I said all this in français. Oui, parce que mon français c'est très bien. I can speak fluent French, right? So I say to him, "What do you mean you weren't drinking? I saw you drinking beers all night." And he says, "Oh, those were 0 alcohol beers." So while me and Eddie were getting fed shots and beers all night, this guy was drinking 0 alcohol. And then, yeah, we stayed at his house. It was cool. He was a very nice guy. Shout out to Simon. No fun.
Yeah, shout out Simon for sure. Reminds me of another shit disturber who just kept feeding us shots, but we can get to that a little later.
Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we can continue. Like I was saying, like and Duane also mentioned, like we played this awesome Wicked arcade bar, House of Targ in Ottawa, which was a lot of fun. Got to play with a buddy, Jesse Brewer, and he calls himself Fresh Brew. And then he introduced me to his friend that I can't remember his name, but he goes into the moniker Towns. And it was this cool, like looping solo set, but it was like really awesome. And so, yeah, it was really fun night. I got to stay at our buddy Cody's place. And again, it was really nice to be able to not have to get hotels like every single night. Like we were able to stay with some friends and some good people, and so it's always nice on the road for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Yeah. Either sleeping on a floor or a couch is way better than sleeping in the car or paying way too much money for a hotel room. It's like,
oh yeah.
I think we scored more stays with friends than we did hotels. I think, did like 60% with friends and then like 40% hotels.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
For the whole time that we were gone too. Like, so that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. And then we ended up going to, so Ottawa, Canada is our nation's capital. And so we ended up going to Parliament Hill, which is where all the government buildings are. And we went out in front of the main building at Parliament Hill, where they were actually having not so much a protest, but there's an indigenous group, rally that were just speaking out for those who don't necessarily have a voice or are now gone or missing, and so just trying to recognize that there's in this land of the free, there's still lots that can be done to help a lot of people. So it was kind of nice to just be there and recognize that, and also get a moment to change our guitar strings.
Nice.
And
I was scared we were gonna get shot because like there's this big rally on Parliament Hill, right? And we walk up and there's there's always cops on Parliament Hill, but there's a couple of extra SUVs right where we were changing our guitar strings, and I was like, okay, we just got to get the guitar cases onto the lawn and opened as fast as possible, so these fucking cops don't think that they're full of fucking guns or something.
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Shoot us before we even get them open or some shit, man.
I think you got like a Tommy gun or something in that guitar case, you know?
Yeah.
I've seen this movie before. Get him.
They just shoot a grenade launcher at us.
Yeah, getting peppered with rubber bullets and shit like that, man. That would suck. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not for me.
Yep.
Nice. So after that, we ended up going to Trois Rivières. That was the next stop, and that was a Friday night, and it was you couldn't ask anything more than a Friday night on tour. Trois Rivières has become one of my favorite towns. It was my second time playing there just this year, and I definitely plan on going back next year at least once or twice. It's just it's a nice town that feels small, but like isn't all of that small. You know what I mean? Like it just has that nice small town feel, and it's just got that kind of older. Again, Quebec is just a much more European province and area of the country. So just like just the older buildings and just the architecture, just like it just looks
all
different.
The old
and
wood. Eddie loves all the old wood. And
Well, I got some old wood for you.
I will say, I almost got into a fight with a tree planter Frenchman at the Trois Rivières show, which was like the Trois Rivières show was probably our favorite show of the tour, right, Eddie? Like that was really fun night.
Outside of Punksgiving, yeah, for sure. That was probably the most fun, the best night, like the coolest, like the most interactions, I should say, mostly cool.
Yes. Okay. I'll give you the tea on the tree planter. So we had this show in Trois Rivières at Tavern Royale, and it was really well attended compared to most of our other shows. And the crowd was popping, and I was outside, and this guy walked by the show, and he said, "What are you doing, a punk show?" And I was like, "Yeah, come on in." So he came in, and I was talking to him. He was a tree planter, and we were having a good time, and I gave him a hit off my vape pen, and I said, "Watch yourself, man, because this vape pen, it'll make you cough if you take too much." And he says, "Don't worry about it." And he grabs it, and he takes a blinker, and he takes this hoot so big that he starts coughing, and he's in the ground on the fetal position, coughing and just gasping, right? He hit this weed vape pen too hard, right?
Jesus.
And so I'm like, okay, come on in, buddy. And we're palling around, and he comes to the merch table, and he's trying to buy a CD off me. And long story short, there was a misunderstanding about whether or not he paid me for a CD or he took his CD or something. And he freaks out at me because he thinks I'm accusing him of stealing. And he pulls his backpack out and starts tearing it apart to show me he doesn't have my CD in there. And during the process, he has a Tylenol bottle bigger than any Tylenol bottle I've seen in my life. It's like a foot tall, and it's red. And he flings, there's no lid on it, and he pulls it out of his backpack and flings Tylenol all over the merch table, all behind the merch table, just everywhere. And at this point, like, he starts picking it up, and he comes back to the table, and I'm saying, "You know what, man?" He asked for his money back, and I said, "Take your $15 and get the fuck away from my merch table." And then, like, I gave him the $15, and then he's kind of looked sad. And then, like, our interaction changed, and like we worked it out, and he gave me the $15 back, and I gave him a CD. So I still made the sale, even though it was fucking kind of hairy. Everything worked out fine. It was all good.
And you got a shit ton of Tylenol, for those
Totally.
those hangovers,
Stuck in my hoodie, stuck in my sheets, just Tylenol in weird places.
Tylenol is good for you.
It's for those headache customers that come later.
Yeah. Hey, the CD might give you a headache, so here's some Tylenol.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we found some common ground in the end.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Here you are, just trying to be a cool guy and invite somebody in, and then the next thing you know, you've got bipolar Barry hanging out with you. You know?
And the sale was so weird. I was so drunk, and he was so high from the blinker hoot I gave him. It was just a roller coaster of emotions, man. Like, it was like
It
blinds leading
escalated
to
quickly,
blinds,
apparently.
like-
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then the next night on tour was Sherbrooke, and we played at Le Murdoch. And that's a very popular place to play for touring bands across Canada and Eastern Canada. Definitely, we both saw more than a handful of our friends' band stickers and posters all across the walls and doors and everything. So that was
Sorry,
really
someone's
cool.
knocking on my door. Hold it down fast, Eddie.
Ah, damn.
Was it
The
just you guys
Mounties.
on that show?
Sorry? No. Everything on the Eastern leg had at least one opener with us for the most part.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
before you guys left that there was somebody else was going to join the tour with you guys, another acoustic dude. Did they ever join you guys on that, or was it just for a show?
Just for a show. Yeah, like we had mostly, it was just mostly acoustic people playing with us on this tour. Every show except for Toronto had just acoustic players. And then that was pretty much the same for the majority of the Western leg, other than the last two shows had like full bands, and then the final one was the festival. So for the most part, this one, we just, try to keep it to our kind of sound, and just like, just so people knew what they were in for, what we're about, what it's going to be about. Right. I do see the positives and negatives about being able to roll out like we do and have shows with just other acoustic artists. It's nice and simple. Like, everyone's pretty easygoing. Like, a lot of the time too, like, if there's not too much that comes in through the door or from the bar, it's not that bad because it's just a four-way split, but just single people. So it's never that bad, right? But a lot of the times, the shows that I'm sure both myself and Duane play with other full bands, those are mostly the more attended shows for the most part. And it just comes with the territory, right?
Yeah.
So it was still okay. Like, again, it was kind of one of those things in Sherbrooke where I took a little bit of a dice roll of just like booking Sherbrooke, even though neither myself or Duane have ever played there. I don't think our friend. Oh, sorry. You might be talking about our good friend Bobby, who played with us under the name The Tears Theory for the Trois Rivières and Sherbrooke show. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's what I was talking,
So Bobby Hamill, he's a good friend of mine. Hooked up with him a couple of years ago, and so he really helped facilitate both the Trois Rivières and the Sherbrooke show for us. He was a bit of like our en français liaison. So he was just able to check in and talk and send all the messages that we needed to send out that way. And he had a bit of a relationship with some of these people that we tried to message through the process and stuff like that. So it just was kind of easier for him to just help us out there for that sake.
Gotcha.
Wicked hog too, Bobby Hamill.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Fits right in your hand. Shout out Bobby. No, I love Bobby.
Yeah.
Cha.
So for the shows, did you guys have to, did you guys book the openers as well, or did the clubs take care of like whoever was opening the show, whatever?
We did it all. Yeah.
Other than Punk's giving, pretty much it was all us from top to bottom.
Yeah.
It was really, really crazy, man. I wanted to talk to Eddie about like we were just texting each other before the show saying like, you know, we've spent all this time planning it and it seemed like so long anticipating it, but then it went by in like the blink of an eye once we were in it, right? 12 days together.
Yeah.
But it was kind of crazy to just be thrown in with, you know, a stranger or a new friend that you've never met before, and just go to this accelerated place because you guys have played music. You know, when you're on tour, it's like you're living your life with these people, right? And it was really, I think it was really crazy for both of us, man. I think
for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys go from not ever seeing each other in person to spending the whole, you know, week and a half with each other.
Yeah.
You guys are what? Then you guys, you know, you guys survived. So I guess it worked out.
Yeah,
we did. We had a saying.
Sure.
What was our saying, Eddie?
Oh God, didn't we have so many? Which one are you talking about?
Well, by the end of it, we were just trying to get through it, man, and we were saying, let's just land the plane, man.
Oh, land the plane. Yeah, land the plane.
So
land the plane. That's it.
What did you guys do during the drives to keep sane?
We talked, man.
Yeah, and smoking weed and shit like that, and just talking, you know, listening to tunes and stuff like that.
We both ranted at each other and with each other, totally. Like there was a lot of conversation on the drive, which is nice because if you've ever done a drive by yourself versus a drive with someone else, obviously, you know, having somebody else to talk to makes it a little bit more bearable.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk to myself because I talk to myself already every day. There's like 3 of me, and I think I'd be all right. But for the most part, no, I know what you mean. I mean, if you were tripping mushrooms or something, you probably have lots of friends on your drive throughout the.
Yeah, and so too, it was like, you know, it was Duaner's first real time being out east here. It was my first time being out west in the areas that we were. So like part of the drives was also just enjoying the scenery, right? Like especially like again, I told them straight the fuck up. Southern Ontario drives are going to be bullshit. Like the 401 ain't nothing special. But as soon as we were able to veer off the 401 and head up, like, you know, towards Ottawa, and so basically from kind of, you know, the start of that drive to Ottawa and out through Quebec and then coming back to Montreal, like that was all like just beautiful country. Like the changing of the leaves and all the colors that came with it. It was really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm sure it looks great. I mean, do you guys have snow up there right now and share? No.
Yeah, we got some snow now.
Yeah. What about you, Eddie? I mean, what about you, Regretsky?
Yeah, we kind of had a false start to winter up at the ski hill where I live here, so there was snow, but now today it's all fucking mild, and it's just melted.
Yeah, I woke up Friday morning or Saturday morning. I woke up to some dust, and then I went to go to the bathroom. I came back, and it was gone already. So it was that quick, you know.
Eddie, this is bad. They're going to weather talk. We're fine.
Oh no! We're boring old men.
Oh, we fucked up, Eddie.
Okay, switch it around. So, Sherbrooke playing the Murdoch. That was like, again, it was cool to just be able to play a spot and stage that we know a lot of our friends and peers have played before and stuff like that. And it's just a cool bar. Like the staff was really cool, and just a good handful of people that came really, really enjoyed the show. And like, I think we both sold a couple of pieces of merch and stuff that night too. So yeah, it was a good time. Like, again, maybe not always the largest crowds, but everybody was always super into it. Like they couldn't help it. It was, we're fun. We're
a couple crazy guys.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Miss.
All right. So Eric had little difficulties. We're back now. Anywho, you guys didn't see all that.
I'm
but
back,
yeah.
back in the New York
Yeah.
groove.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Back
yeah.
in the Sherbrooke groove. How about that?
Eddie was just running down the tour date by date.
Nice.
And,
Yeah, so just talking about Sherbrooke and how fun that ended up being, and just a good crowd. It was really receptive, and again, like most crowds were, and again, if they weren't big, they were big in energy, right? So it's all you're looking for. So super sick. And then ended off in Montreal, which this was a lot of the highs of this tour was just like, getting to hang out in the times, and like, both of us, like, for the most part, playing really, really well every single night, right? And like, I'm sure you both know, like, when you play good, you just feel good, right? Like, it's just like, doesn't necessarily matter what the show was or how it went. It's just like, if you played good, then it was a good show. So so it was lots of that happening, lots of just like fun and camaraderie, and like, like, again, like being able to hang out at people's places and stuff like that. And then Montreal was going to be my 50th show. Well, it was my 50th show of the year. Yeah. So I didn't want to make a big deal of it, but I was just like thinking it was pretty cool, like playing Turbo House. It was the end of our Eastern leg. Like, had two of my other friends from the area playing. I played with one of them before in the springtime, and it was a really, really good show, good turnout. And so, Turbo House, like Tyler was saying, very popular venue, really cool and fun. And so it was unfortunately a bit of a dead show, and so that was, a bit of a bummer. And I had actually trained out my girlfriend to come and hang out and watch the show, and because Turbo House offers a band apartment above as
she
part
took
of
the
it.
train she took the train to come meet us. I've never heard it described as trained out, but that's what happened.
Yeah, she took the train to come see us, and so that Tyler was flying out of Montreal early the next morning, and then I was going to drive the van back to Toronto and take my flight out of Toronto the next day. So it's about an 8-ish hour drive from Montreal to Toronto. So it's, a bit of a fair distance, especially on your own. So the idea was to bring my girlfriend up, and we could, have the band apartment to be able to have what I thought was an open front room that I've stayed in before, the times that I've been at Turbo House apartment. And so we get there just to find out that somebody now permanently lives in that front room.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Nobody told us.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that was a little awkward, especially too, because then we were just stuck with the bunk bed setup that was in the living room, which isn't meant to have two people on each fucking bunk.
Yeah.
So it was just
I ended up bugging out because, like, my friend from Montreal was there, my friend Kevin, and I ended up going to stay at his house and drank whiskey with him on his terrace until like 3 a.m. or something, and then like laid my head down for an hour until I had to go fly home at 4 a.m. So I didn't get the whole above the venue apartment experience with Eddie.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah. You didn't get to enjoy the bunk beds. I got top bunk.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of a snafu there, but it was still nice enough to just have somewhere to stay that wasn't necessarily like, costing anything, or the van.
Yeah, for sure.
So and then just drove back the next day and packed. So because I like bought way too much merch for myself for this tour, and so I had a whole bunch of it like with us, and some of it I didn't have necessarily like ready and wrapped yet, so I had to spend some time when I got home during the whole packing process to wrap up merch and stuff like that. So I think I ended up sleeping, maybe an hour or two before having to get myself to the airport. But yeah, it was it was
It was
in
insane.
that time, while I was unloading my multiple trips from the van of stuff, I ended up getting a fucking parking ticket for parking in a fucking fire route because I forgot to leave my hazards on because it was like
Outside of his
fairly
own
late.
apartment.
Yeah,
Sucks.
so I ended up fucking typing up a fucking rebuttal and trying to fight that shit. So hopefully I don't have to pay that.
I have my news on my I have news on my fucking legal action that happened against me on the tour.
Oh, so do you? Okay, so you should update when we get there, which isn't really that far.
Okay. Yeah.
Leave me in suspense.
How much time do you guys got? Because
we want to hear it all.
Yeah,
okay.
no. Yeah.
Let it roll, Eddie. Let it roll.
Hey,
baby.
we might get packages throughout the night. You never know.
So I'm actually just about to hand it off to you, Duane, because I hopped on the plane and I got myself to Calgary and then had a very, very, very small layover and transition to go to my other plane ride, which was really cool because that was really close and lower altitude above the Rockies, heading out to Kamloops. So that was a pretty sweet one because I slept on the other plane, obviously. And so, yeah, got myself to Kamloops, and Mr. Duane and his lovely partner Kaylee were waiting for us.
We picked Fast Eddie up, and that night we had a show in Kamloops at my friend's their space called Misfit Night Market. It's this like little queer retail shop, and we played there. It was all good. We took Eddie fishing the next day, which was cool. On our way to Kelowna, played a cool show in Kelowna at a pizza place, ate lots of pizza. I got to drive a velvet rope and like take people's money at the door and move the velvet rope around there.
At the pizza place?
Yeah.
And
that was a place called Denenzi's. Am I saying that right, Ty? Denenzi's?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
I had to get
again,
stern with people too a few times, man. A few people were like, I don't want to fucking pay, but I want to come in. I drink here every day. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them with this velvet rope. You know?
And that place was cool because that was another one of those kind of venues that I think that was one of the later venues to get booked because we weren't too sure where we were going to end up playing on that date. But it's one of those spots that I saw flyers from multiple of my friends and peers. They've played there, and it's just, again, really sweet to share the same stage.
It's a rite of passage. It's an amazing place, and they have punk and metal shows and stuff. But the cool thing is that the bathrooms are kind of behind the stage, so while you're playing, like people kind of have to walk over the stage kind of to get to the bathrooms. And
oh no shit!
It's a nice moment that kind of involves you with the crowd during your performance.
I do remember seeing a video that one of you guys had posted of you guys playing, and somebody was walking like off the side to the back of the bathroom, and I was like, "Well, I've been there before. I've seen those videos."
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And then so next was Golden, BC, and I cold called this bowling alley in Golden, BC, and it was me and Eddie and my friend Mr. Awesome, who is a great acoustic performer in his own right, and nobody came to the show, you guys. We went to this bowling alley, and it was just the owner there, and us. And over the course of the whole night, we were supposed to play 4 hours of music. That was the deal, because we had a guarantee, and we had to do 4 hours of music. And over the course of the whole night, 2 sets of bowlers came in, and it was just like 2 people each time. But like we were playing and giving our all, right? Because the acoustics were wonderful. Oh, by the way, when I showed up, he said he had PA for us.
This is what I'm waiting for.
We showed up and asked for the PA, and he hands me a quarter-inch aux cable, like a stereo aux cable for like you would plug in for your Discman or whatever.
Shit.
And he's like, "Here's the PA," and I was like, "Oh, I don't think this is gonna work." Luckily, we're all acoustic, and we made the best of it. And the acoustics were great in there, but Yeah, it was like it was pretty much just the musicians. We had one friend that showed up there, and he went to the bar across the street and was trying to get them to have us come play there or whatever. Anyway, we played the show. It was a great time. We still got paid, so that was good. And
Did you guys get to bowl?
fed. We got fed, and we bowled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
We bowled like 3-4 games.
I got to get my charger.
We got like, a bunch of food and drinks for free. It was nice.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be a cool to do, man. To fucking play a show and bowl. It's like we got the Brooklyn Bowl here in Nashville, and I think they have them elsewhere. But you see people bowling while the bands get the bowl beforehand, and if you're bowling, you get to watch the concert while you're bowling on the screens above the lanes. So you get, Guar played there, and members of Guar bowled before they did their set.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad. So I'm sorry, it's like a full-on music venue plus bowling.
Yeah. I think there's a couple here in the United States. Yeah, it's the venue's called Brooklyn Bowl, and it's
that's what was dancing in my head when I cold called and booked this bowling alley in Golden, BC. I was like, oh, it's gonna be great, right? It's gonna be just like that. But isn't the way it turned out. But we finished the show and we all played extra long because there was only 3 of us and we had to fill 4 hours of music. So we conquered it when we stomped it.
I landed that plane, baby.
Yes. I'm sorry, Eric. I interrupted you tell me about the rest of the bowling alley, the venues, but those
real quick. What was your guys' sets like? How long were you playing for throughout the tour? Like, how long were your set?
Usually we did like 40 minutes of original music each, maybe one cover mixed in there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say it was kind of a change up between like about a regular 30-minute set and then a 45-ish minute set, depending on like how many acts we were playing with, kind of thing.
Exactly.
So
and how'd you guys pick who played last and who played first between you guys, or did you guys mix it up nightly?
Well, we planned it. We kind of fluffed each other up in the other guys' like away territory. So when I was coming out east, Eddie kind of gave me all the preferable spots, like nice middling spots or whatever, and in Ontario and Quebec. And then I tried to give him. I never made him open out west or whatever. I tried to give him middle or headlining spots out west. So we just kind of took care of each other.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if there was like a, like a Sammy Hagar, David Lee Roth kind of thing, you had to box it out or something.
Rock, scissors, paper. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Whatever.
Tomato.
Yeah, and then we did Calgary and Edmonton. Those were both pretty cool.
Calgary night was a lot of fun. John Cody's place.
Yeah, we stayed at John from the Maroons' house, and it's a Canadian band from Calgary. They're the Maroons and friends of ours. And he came to the show, and we hung out with him and his girlfriend. He's got like this bar underneath his house. It's like a fucking dope little bar he built in his house called the Blue Banana, and he also has a jam room. And inside of it, he took us into his house, into his jam room, and in his jam room, he had Eddie's Holy Grail guitar.
It's got like one single mod to it, but it is an OG Tom DeLonge Seafoam Green Strat, and I have that guitar tattooed on me. So
nice.
He let me play it, and we rocked out some Damn It, and it was sick.
Yes, exactly. They rocked out, and my buddy John Cody was playing drums, and they played some Blank and shit. And yeah, we had a really good night there, fucking getting drunk. And then the next morning, it was we were all a little bit hungover driving to Edmonton, but in Edmonton, we stayed with my friends, which was awesome, with Haley and Cade, and we played with Upside Down Men. then
Super good band. They were so good.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I was told I got to give a shout out to Steve. I told him I would. Shout out to Steve and
Nice.
Upside Down.
Hell
Man.
yeah, Steve from
What
Upside
up,
Down.
Steve?
Yeah.
He had said Eddie bought damn near every piece of merch we had, and and he said, and then today he sent me a picture. He was wearing clothes. Don't worry. He sent me a picture. He was all Duaned out, like, and he said he was sucking from the Duane vein, and I was like, all right.
Nice.
So there you go. It's all been
Damn.
said.
Nice.
Hey, Steve's on the Duane train, and I think I said something about trying to make it rhyme like Upside Down Man and my Upside Down Can or something. I'm down. I'm down with Upside Down Man. They're a great band, and I fucking love Steve.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, great dude.
if you're
Great
listening,
band.
hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Oh, hey, Steve.
Don't forget to like the episode, Steve, and leave us a comment.
Yes.
Like and comment, please. Thank you.
Also, Steve has pictures of all of us in compromising positions. Like,
Oh,
damn.
he's got the dirt. He's got the dirt.
He's got. That's the night that's the information we want. We want to get him on now so we can find out what happened in that night when they were all together.
Behind the scenes of the tour. The dirty secrets.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rearing to go. I'm rearing to get to the finale of this tour.
We're almost there, right? We're almost there.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're
after
at Punksgiving now, right?
Yes, after Black Bar in Edmonton, we're at Punksgiving in Red Deer. Fucking, friend of the show, Josh from Trash Ambulance there.
Shout out to Josh and Trash Ambulance and
his whole
Shout out,
crew.
Josh.
Like and share the episode.
I heard Josh is
Nice.
doing No Nut November. You gotta like and share. One like equals one no nut for Josh during November.
Oh, fuck.
So anyway, Punksgiving. It's amazing. We get there. There's a spread of hot food when we get there, and we're tattered and torn from this tour. Me and Eddie, we're like, okay, one more night. Let's get through this. And it just happens to be the biggest show of the tour at Punksgiving. So it was amazing. There were so many cool bands, and Josh took really good care of the bands. And like, there were videos playing on the TVs of all the promotion that we had all done leading up to Punksgiving. And it was just a classy event. And so Chick Stiggett shows up, and we say hi to Chick Stiggett and KJ there. And they explain how they just drove from Calgary to play the show in Red Deer, and then they're going home. So he basically said, like, we're not going to drink our rider. You guys just drink it because we're driving home after this. So we were like, okay. And me and Eddie went backstage, and there's a nice selection of beers and everything. And then, of course,
I'll be back.
Chick Stiggett had this. Okay, Eddie's grabbing something, but then, of course, Chick Stiggett had this bottle of Maker's Mark. And so they said, yeah, go to town on our booze, boys. So me and Eddie, and we're like, you don't got to tell us twice. So we start drinking all the free beers and everything, and Chick Stiggett's whiskey. And halfway through the night, there's three. First Eddie played, then I played, and then all the other bands. But halfway through the night, we run into KJ from Chick Stiggett again. Excuse me. And he says, well, you started my bottle. You better finish it now.
Where the fuck is it?
And he's just egging us on, man. He's egging us on with this bottle of Maker's Mark. And so we're all drinking it. And I'm bringing my friends in backstage now, like my friends that flew from Chilliwack, like Mervis from the Bobbies and stuff. And I'm his girlfriend, and Kaylina's coming back there. And we're just bringing everybody backstage to drink on this big bottle of Maker's Mark. And it's all good, and we're having a good time. And then Chick Stiggett gets on stage, and they start fucking rocking out. And he's after two songs, he stops and points right at me and Kaylina, and he said, I just want to say that Duane Regretsky and his friends stole all our fucking booze. And he points right at us. After he had been egging us on so much.
And hold on. Literally stole the booze with the proof.
Eddie brought it home.
I brought this back from Red Deer. How can you not?
I can't believe that didn't get smashed in your suitcase. Okay, so this kind of leads into the end of our tour story. Like, so we're all having a great time, and then Chicks Dig It brings all the bands up on stage at the end of the night, and we do this extended kind of outro thing that KJ was leading, and Eddie's on stage, and he's got the bottle of Maker's Mark, and you can see he's finishing it on stage, and it's a shame he's looking for something. He's looking for his charger. Maybe it's a shame he isn't here to talk on this part. But it seemed like for every shot that we were having of the whiskey, like Eddie was having maybe one or two. You know what I mean? He was having a good time. And the next morning, so the next morning, I left my truck at the venue because we were all drunk. We cab back to the hotel. The next morning, we have to take Eddie to the airport in Calgary to catch his flight back to Toronto. And that's at like 10 a.m. And so we wake up in the morning. Eddie was not doing great. You know what I'm saying? He was having a bit of a time, but we get everybody loaded into the truck. And we start going towards the airport. I think Eddie's trying to text me right now on Facebook. My phone died.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'll say last words. Okay, so we're trying to get Eddie to his flight at 10 a.m. So I have to cab back to the bar to get my vehicle. And so I get in a cab early morning. It's fucking frosted over. It's cold. Everyone's hungover. And I get the cab back. And this cabbie rolls through a right-hand turn on a red light on the way to my truck, and whoop, whoop. For the second time on this tour, I get pulled over. And we didn't even talk about the first time.
Yeah, I would say let's get to the first one.
Wait. But I got a package. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's got a picture.
Wow. It was the wrong door. Sorry, guys. Anyway, is Eddie gone for the evening?
Yes, his phone died, and I asked him via Messenger if he had any last words. And he said, big thanks to everyone who helped put the tour together, came out to support us. Major thanks to Josh for the Punksgiving anchor show, and the biggest thanks to my partner in crime, Duane Regretsky, for taking a risk and coming along on the crazy ride. Thanks for having me, guys, and sorry my phone died. LOL.
Hell yeah. We love you, Eddie.
Está bien. Yeah. Está bien.
He did good.
Yeah, that was fun. So,
all right,
with you now, Mr. You got. I seen you were talking, or you're working on a new track to come out soon.
Yeah, I'm actually working on a whole new album, and it's coming along nicely. And I hope to have it out sometime early in the new year, hopefully.
Is it a full band or just acoustic?
It's going to be a lot of full band songs.
Oh, yeah.
With full instrumentation, not like my first album that was just me with the acoustic guitar and singing there. So it's going to be more kind of fleshed out full band versions of songs. And yeah, there's a little bit of everything on there. So looking forward to showing everybody when it's done.
Yeah, dude. Man, that's awesome. Stoked.
Will you be staying with if you play shows, sticking by yourself? Or are you gonna have a band too now, or are the songs able to be done acoustically?
You know, I think I still got a lot of exploring to do, a lot of growing to do on my own before I involve other people in this mess, honestly. But one day, definitely, like a trio, like a really solid trio, that would be cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and right now it's so much easier to tour with one person, and
for sure,
you don't have to split the $25 with anybody else but yourself.
Exactly. Those beer tickets are going all to Duane.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's back. Hold on.
Shit.
We have a returning guest. What he's doing is he's trying to outdo you on how many times he's been on the podcast.
Yeah, he thinks every time he joins, it's like a new appearance.
Yeah.
So he's back.
Hey.
He's back.
I think
with
this is our
the power
guest
of Maker's Mark,
now.
anything is possible.
Yes. Okay. So I was telling the story about, Eddie and the Maker's Mark and getting Eddie to the airport in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I think,
he's froze
I think
up.
we've lost him. I
He's
think we
froze
lost
up
him
again. We just got a really nice picture of Eddie. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Can we just
And-
screenshot it?
So, you know, I
If
get
it goes
pulled
out.
over just trying to get to the car. We get pulled over by a cop. This guy gets a ticket. The cabbie gets a ticket. And I'm like, okay, looking at my watch the whole time, right? Like, we got to get Eddie to the airport. Like, we're eating into our cushion, we call it, you know, our time buffer that we have to get him to his flight. And so the traffic stop ends, and I get back. I get my vehicle. I get back to the hotel. We all get in the truck, and we start going from Red Deer, Alberta, to Calgary, where his flight is. And my truck starts doing this fucking thing. It's a GMC, and it says StabiliTrak is all fucked up, and it puts the engine into limp mode, so it can only go 5 miles an hour or 5 kilometers an hour on the highway, right? And so we kept pulling over and turning the truck off and letting it sit for like 2 minutes, and then trying to do the sequence of buttons to turn the StabiliTrak off. It was not good. Like, we were having this vehicle trouble, and Eddie was like passed out in the back seat because he, like I said, he had been hitting that Maker's Mark pretty good. You seen he brought the bottle home with him, like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
and he got out a couple times, and you know, as we were pulling over, and you know, left a little something behind. But this went on for like an hour and a half, trying to get him to Calgary to the airport to catch his flight home. And I really didn't think we were going to make it. And we almost got creamed by some fucking fast moving cars when I'm trying to get out there with my severely malfunctioning truck. And we got him to the airport right in time. He got through security and he went home.
Yeah. And then he woke up and was like, why do I have this bottle of Maker's Mark? Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a barrel up there at the Maker's Mark place. Like, I paid like an ambassador's fee like in the early 2000s, and then it's like you get your name on a barrel and then your whiskey's in there, and you can go up there and get a bottle from that barrel for being an ambassador.
Ah.
Yeah. But I'm
Russ
sure
Attitude, whiskey guy. Never knew that.
Yeah. Well, not these days, but
No.
yeah, man, you know, the bottom shelf, that's all the whiskey I get, like the $2 Chuck stuff. That's what I'd be drinking down there, you know. Because when I was
premium.
when I growing up, it was a shelf I could reach, you know. I was short, so I can get
Shit.
That makes sense.
Give me some of that twist off. That's that good shit.
I've drank some horrible stuff in my life. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere. They got their stuff. Like in the States, we have Everclear. What do you guys have up there that's equivalent to Everclear?
I mean, yeah, if you're getting Everclear here, it's because you got a hookup from the States or something, I think. But Bacardi 151 is the go-to for like reckless teenagers that want to just get more fucked
I like
up
how
than
you said
fucked
that.
up.
Reckless teenagers.
It's like 151 proof or whatever.
Reckless. That's a reckless teenager. That's a good punk band too.
Oh yeah, the reckless teenagers.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they were on Warped Tour.
Yeah.
They got kicked off for butt chugging.
Yeah.
Pyrotechnics related to that.
Dude, that was I can't believe that was a fucking thing where people would fucking put a funnel in there and just like fucking dying from that shit, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that is.
Whoever thought that was a good idea, man. Yeah, just a
Probably not
nice
with us
throat
anymore.
chop. You know, you
the Darwin
freaking
Award.
idiot.
Darwin Award right there.
That's fraternity, I guess, you know.
Yeah, those heavily like homosexual undertones that are just fucking right under the surface in fraternities.
Yeah.
Also, wrestling. I love wrestling, but it's okay to say it. I mean, like,
I like wrestling too. I watch wrestling all the time.
Oh yeah, it's just right under the surface there.
So Mr. Eddie just sent me an email. I can't read it yet. But
oh shit.
Yeah, it's because can't tell you everything now.
He paged bad 7. He really wants to get his final word in here.
Oh man, yeah. Okay, now he's messaging me on Instagram. I got you, Eddie. Good guy, man. I also, yeah. Thanks for introducing me to him. From he was a good cat. I like talking to him too. We have so many fun new Canadian family and friends that we've met over this podcast. You know, the Broken Yoke dudes are pretty rad. You know.
Yeah,
Dudes are
and
cool.
yeah, we've got to get hopefully, some of these Canadian artists that we've had on the show, they can make it down to Gainesville, Rock City for Fest next year. So yeah.
One of my friends, Russian Tim from Russian Tim and Pavel Bera's Vancouver cool punk band, he was down there for Fest and posted a bunch of shit. So yeah, like Josh loves Fest. I think I'd have a good time at Fest. It would be fun. Maybe I'll make it down there. I see a lot of people talking online like, oh, there's no punk rock bowling this year. Where are we going to go? And I see a thread, and because there's no punk rock bowling this year. But so a lot of people are saying like Camp Punksylvania. A lot of people are saying Fest, and then there's all the European options, of course, like Punk Rock Holiday. Brack Rock, and a bunch of ones in Quebec too, like Pouza Fest. So it's
yeah. I'm definitely gonna look into Pouza for 2026 for sure. Because I think that's one that my wife would definitely want to go to, because she's her family's lineage is French Canadian. So I'm sure she would love to go up there.
For me, I think it would be Fest. Fest seems like a fucking party, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, I said this year that I probably won't go next year, but I'll probably be there. Yeah.
Did you see Dopes while you were there?
No, but I did see a band called Dead Bars. I got to see their acoustic set. I really wish I would have saw their plugged in set. But they're probably like one of my new favorite bands. There was like a Fest Fine band called the Carolyn. They were really great. And the Almighty fucking Drug Church, I got to see them. Seeing the name, listen to them online, but seeing Drug Church in person, night and day, man. They're so fucking good. So good. Yeah.
Nice.
So. Yeah, they're cool, man.
Sounds like a good
time. Yeah. Well, I guess, Eric, you got anything you want to say to Mr. Regretsky, or you want to ask him out again, or take him out to dinner?
Where's this new section? Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
No. Yeah, we gotta get to Buffalo. You and Fast Eddie, man. In the new year.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, how about in like 2 or 3 years?
Understandable.
It's scary, man. It's scary, dude. I've been talking to some musicians now, and it's fucking scary going down there right now as a band.
No, dude, believe me flying to Fest, I was scared because I was flying into fucking Florida, dude. I'm half Mexican, and I'm landing in Florida.
You fit the description. Motherfucker. He froze.
That's why he froze. They heard him talking.
Oh,
and
shit.
They're like, "Oh no." I got a joke to say when he comes back to us.
Nice. Okay.
Yep, there he is.
There he is.
Are you there?
Yeah. No, but yeah.
Did you just get iced?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so, man. Yeah, but yeah.
You were talking about it. They're like, got him.
Yeah. I put it out in the fucking ether, and it was just like, bam, I got. But yeah, dude. I mean, it's like you shouldn't have to have that, that mindset. You should just be able to be, hey, I'm driving, to a cool city of Gainesville, and it's going to be a great time. But that drive down there, you're looking over your back, like making sure somebody's not like cruising right next to you, looking to see, what nationality you are or whatever. So yeah, it's a fucked up world we live in, but thank God for music. And thank God for you guys.
Yep.
Duane, I don't think I asked you
tight.
this before, man. What is your 10 out of 10 album?
Ooh. You know what I really enjoy, man? Rock the Plank by Mad Caddies. There isn't a skipper on there. That's like really good fusion of ska and punk and horns, and they had an amazing drummer on that CD. I can't remember his name, but holy fuck. Yeah, Rock the Plank by the Mad Caddies.
All right. What's one of your favorite? Yeah. Which one of your favorite album covers, like artwork?
Album cover artwork. Well, you know, I come up in those LimeWire days, man, where I'm downloading.
Yeah. So you're like, you know, just like the palm tree, because that's what I get. Like the end. Yeah, you're right. You didn't get them. I missed those days, kinda.
I used to download like a fucking Sublime song, and it would be labeled "A Real Big Fish" or something, and it just confused the fuck out of me for years.
Bro, there was a local band here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, that you would search for their name in like Napster or LimeWire, and it would have their name. But when you downloaded it, it was Deftones. Like somebody like that's like they it's like somebody that one of their fans or something, or they did uploaded those Deftones song as their song. So then
guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, you're
wow.
The good old days.
Oh man, album covers. Holy shit. The cover from Duane Regretsky live from Death Mountain that my wife made for me.
See, that's a good answer. Yeah. Do you have that framed on your wall?
Not yet. If I ever get around to framing my accomplishments, it'll be up there. But frames in this economy, 11 by 17, like I can barely afford the fucking ink to print this shit out. Like frames we're gonna have to put on layaway through fucking Zelle or whatever.
That's all right. I'm so slow that just recently I figured out how thermal printers work. So there you go. I was like, how do they print? There's no ink. And then I realized it's they heat up. Yeah, and we lost.
Okay, and now you're referring to 3D printers as thermal printers, which is a step above my understanding. So
is that what
I'm gonna take that as disrespect? Like just straight over, you know.
Wait a second. Wait, what's a 3D printer called?
I don't know. Just a 3D printer. Is thermal a 3D printer?
No. Thermal is like when like when you get your receipt at a restaurant or something, like the paper that it comes on. That's thermal paper. It's like it's not. Some of them aren't ink. Some of them are just like heat transfer.
Yeah. Paper. Almost like back in the day when you had a credit card, fucking one of those handheld machines that you with the 3 copies and the lead and the paper or whatever.
You know, I worked in the business of retail, and I still don't remember how people would get charged for those from doing it like that. Because you do it like that, then somebody has to call a phone number or something and give all these numbers to people, or
send an envelope.
Yeah, so you might not get that charge for like fucking 6 months from now or so. Yeah,
probably more.
And then you'd be like, I didn't buy this stuff, but. I think everybody got tired of us, man. Just left.
Okay, it's a war of attrition, and we are the victors.
Yeah. You lost your tour partner, and I lost my podcast partner, and we came out on top.
Yeah, you want it, you got it for life.
Yeah, for life. Like, no, I was like,
nice. Yeah. So
we're back for the attack.
Yeah.
My wife was cleaning the house and actually unplugged the internet, and it was so funny because fucking Russ and I were just talking about how we were the last 2 left on the podcast.
And
yeah.
It was me.
And then it was just him. He wins tonight.
Yeah. Russ is the big winner.
Yeah. We just telling that. Just got done telling Eric that, but I recorded this one.
Yeah. My Wi-Fi decided to go bye-bye, and then it was like, you don't have this network, and I'm like, yes, I do. It's freaking trying to convince my My laptop, yes. I do have.
Well,
Just getting robbed by your own Wi-Fi. Like, you think you know me, motherfucker?
Yeah.
It's just like
Right,
pressing
and then
the
we
mic
don't
into your
even
jacket.
we don't even get all of our Wi-Fi, do we? Our router, like the speed from the internet company. I don't even think we get our full maximum like receiving. You know how much you can receive and how much you can send. It's a couple of gigs or whatever. I think they hold back on that.
Bastards.
But anywho, yeah, them bastards. But anyway, there's only 3 again. But
yeah.
I guess Duane, tell everybody about you, where you want to find me or find you or find them or whatever.
Yeah, I'm Duane Regretsky. I'm on Instagram. You can see my upcoming shows and stuff about the tour and links to my music there. I'm making a new album right now. Very excited to show you guys. Working hard on that. And that's it. I mean, planning some touring for March to go up to northern BC for March of next year. But other than that, just holler at me. If you want to see Duane in your town, baby, I'll be there.
Right on. I've got one question for Duane before we let him go. If you have one for him, by all means,
Yeah.
Russ, knock it out. But here's mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think you could beat Henry Rollins in a staring contest?
No, I'm twitchy as fuck. I'd lose really fast, unfortunately.
Right on.
Did you guys see where? Did you see where he put the stop to the rumors of him and Ian having a album coming out?
I saw that. That was some weird like non-news that I was seeing.
Yeah, it was like
across my feed.
It was like everyone's like, oh, they were in the studio doing da 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 da, and then a couple of days later, Henry's like, yo, we was in the studio together, but we were working on separating tracks from a band that we liked from 1979 to remix it and stuff.
Somebody needs to take the keys from Grandpa to the Instagram. Clearly time for that. But also, what's up with the inverse of Black Flag? It's like the one old dude with like the 3
oh gosh, it's like Kids Incorporated and Grandpa.
That's also kind of weird. So whatever, they're living their best life. They're making money.
Yeah.
Just
for sure.
Strikes me as a bit weird.
Yeah, I watched like performance of like that first show they did, and it was like somewhere in South America, and I was like, wow, it's like your dad showing up at your school talent show and he's playing with you and shit. But
that's how you do it, kids.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, more power to him for being able to keep going, you know, and getting some people. And I think they got a female singer too for the band now as well.
But sometimes it's just time to just say, okay, it's over. It's over.
But if that bag is big and I'm gonna keep going if I can keep getting one, you know.
All right. Touche, Russ.
I mean, look at Axl Rose, you know.
And yes, like obviously, yes, Eric, fucking time to pack it in. But also, if one young kid that just got into the band gets to see them and say, "Oh, I saw Black Flag," or it's like when I saw
I'm the asshole. Okay.
No, you're good. I agree with you, but I'm just saying I'm playing Russ's advocate here. I'm playing shit wall here. And
Russ just said Axl Rose. There's another question. We've all seen the video for November Rain.
Oh God, yes.
Right? Do you remember the video for
Prince?
November Rain?
Is that Prince?
Duane?
Or is that
no.
Axl Rose, Guns N' Roses? No, I don't fuck with GNR. So.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, they're the reason why that big old fire happened at the Metallica Guns N' Roses show, the riot, because Metallica went on stage late, or Guns N' Roses didn't go on time. They had to cancel the show or something, and then Axl, go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to know why the guy dives into the frickin' wedding cake in the video for November Rain.
Oh, you know
I
what?
watched that
think
video the other day, and it just sparked anger that I had from like when that video first came out when I was like in high school. And I'm like, this guy dives into a perfectly good wedding cake during a rainstorm. He's not being sheltered. He's not being sheltered by a wedding cake. You go under the table to get sheltered by rain, right? You don't dive into a wedding cake to be sheltered by rain. That's okay. I'm done.
You know what? The answer rhymes with Pepsi because it's fucking cocaine. That's why the guy jumps into the fucking cake in the rain. It is 100% cocaine on the set of that music video.
I think I want to try some of this cocaine. You don't want none of this, Dewey.
Which was the video where there was the big like barge and he jumps off it to go swim with the dolphins? Like it was like Civil War or what?
It is Civil War. It is Civil War.
Yeah. And they had like a bunch of money left over to spend, they said. And he was like, well, I want to get a barge and I want to jump off into the ocean and swim with dolphins. And they're like, wow, there you go. And I'm like, it makes no sense in the video.
Crazy.
Yep.
Rock and roll was a cash cow for a few years there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Apparently, man. Yeah. People diving into wedding cakes and swimming with dolphins.
Oh man!
And all the cocaine you can.
Also, you know who's really high on cocaine? The bartender from fucking the Eddie Murphy Party All the Time music video. He's like diving over the bar and doing handstands and stuff. I think I saw that on pop-up video or something though. So.
Well, I did hear that song was like a dare or something where an actual hip hop or R&B artist said, "Hey, I bet you can't record a song and make it a hit," and he did it, and the Party All the Time became a hit.
Hey man, Rick James, he made magic happen. He did. He did.
Oh, he produced that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's in the video. Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta brush up.
I need to watch that.
Yeah. And then follow it up with November Rain by Guns N' Roses.
And then Purple Rain by Prince, right?
Yeah. You know, was it Purple Rain that was shot like on the album? I can't remember right now, but what's on the album was actually recorded live from that, like at a show. Yeah. And that's how good it was. You couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, technically all music's recorded live, but this is at a show.
Right.
Anywho,
cool. You got anything else for Mr. Regretsky there, Russ?
I mean, I'm going to be if I did, I would start talking and one of y'all would leave me again. So no, I don't have anything.
It was a good night. We all got a lot of cool packages from not Amazon because we don't use Amazon because we got a bunch of cool packages from like niche retail stores that only sell like hand batch farm to table goods. And we had a great interview. And thanks for having me on your podcast. It was fun.
It's always great having you. Thanks for coming back.
Great with Fast Eddie there, and he disconnected due to technological difficulties. But yeah, thanks, boys.
Still need to get you and Josh back on one day.
Maker's Mark. It's a hell of a drug.
Yes.
Wipe you right off the podcast.
Exactly. And just bringing out the bottle.
Just showing the bottle. It's like, whoo.
And his phone was like, no more. Click.
Oh, and just so you guys know, today's the day that Marty went back to the future. Back to the Future 1.
This is the future date.
Yeah. So I'm glad he did, because if he wouldn't have gone back, we wouldn't be here talking to each other right now. It's all because
Save the clock tower.
So, all because Marty fucked his grandma for us. Pretty sure that's how that movie went, right?
Leah Thompson is a babe. Wow.
Hey, Calvin. Right. Who's Calvin? It's your name. It's on your underwear. And on that note, we're out.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. And it's time for another round with Attitude and 7.
What's up?
Yeah. So another great episode with Fast Eddie and the Regretsinator. Yeah. The first time we had them on together, they were talking about the tour that they were about to embark on. And this episode, we got to hear all about it. And that was sick, man.
I mean,
definitely
think about this, dude. I know you're kind of like that with me, and I'm like it too. But imagine not being a people person, and you never met this dude before, and now you're doing a tour across the whole U.S. with them. You guys don't know each other's personalities. Don't know
yeah, for
nothing.
sure.
It could either be hit or miss, but it looks like they had a hit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I was never in that situation because, at least I had, my bandmates that I got along with, 75% of the time when we were on the road. So if we were on the road with, another band and they were all dicks, we would still have, but luckily we were never in that situation when we were on the road. But yeah, just to be, a solo artist and, meet somebody via the old interweb and have common interest in playing music acoustically and wanting to, book a tour. That, I mean, they struck gold, man.
Being in Canada.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know you've noticed this over the last last few months. A lot of acoustic like punk has been popping up in my ears. Not saying it's new. I'm just saying it's I just see a lot of it now. And it's just as cool as a full band doing punk.
For sure.
I mean, because hell, that's punk as fuck. Being just an acoustic artist doing punk.
Yeah. Well, see, that's like
acoustic guitars weren't supposed to be punk rock, right?
Yeah. I mean, being the songwriter that I am, for Lonesome Town Drifters and now No Concern, I mean, pretty much every song that I've ever written has always come from the acoustic guitar first. So whether it was meant to be an acoustic song or not, it was always written on the acoustic guitar because it was just, it was easier to write on that in my house than it was, plugging in the amp and, the electric guitar. So
electric twanger.
The twanger. Yeah.
What's that from? Oh, that's is that Quiet Riot? Well, you gotta sit here and play that.
Oh no, that was the We're Not Gonna Take It video by Twisted Sister.
Yeah. That's still. I remember as a kid. That's the intro
guitar. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
And then he's like spinning around, and then he's like,
yeah. Stay hungry, man. That was such a great record.
You were saying how your brother in like your dad, was into that kind of music, and then in my time period during the 80s, I was around metal and shit, but I didn't really listen to it. My cousin was always into it because I used to go in his back bedroom and it smelled like weed and shit. But then he'd have like walls full of fucking metal posters. You'd have like a Quiet Riot and fucking Iron Maiden. I was like, what?
Yeah,
the fuck, dude, And then I'm like, now I'm into that shit. It's like,
yeah, for sure. Now, yeah, thanks to my brother, liking cool shit,
How many years apart are you guys?
5.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have put him that old. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought he was closer to you, because you're celebrating coming up, aren't you?
Yeah. Next month I'm turning the big 50, and I'll actually be in Tennessee.
So far.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. We'll be home for the holidays. Come back come back to Western New York right before New Year's. So, but yeah,
man, I wish I had a way to do like a live. I mean, like a setup with like people and cameras and stuff. Because I would say that's the one that me and you can try to get together with Drastic on that one.
Dude,
do it live from his place. I do it live from the studio. It was
from
cool
Drastic
though.
Sounds. Yeah. Huh.
So
maybe we can work something out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know,
yeah. That was
did
cool
we end
that
this? We didn't end
what's
this yet.
that?
Okay, go ahead.
No,
we
no.
didn't end this yet. I was confused, but yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to my brothers in Blacklist Royals for the new single that they dropped yesterday. Yeah. It definitely, it reminded me, I mean, that song, you know, that's what like drew me to Nat and Rob as musicians and songwriters, is, you know, writing shit like that. So yeah, good on them. Yes.
Yeah. Great track, and great dissection of that song too on Chris
On Demakes.
today. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good. So,
So yeah,
all right.
everybody out there that's still listening, please make sure that you like and share and subscribe to the You Want It, You Got It podcast. We would really appreciate it. Yeah.
We do this for us, but we also do this for you.
Yeah, for sure. It's an excuse to escape reality for 2 hours, sometimes 3, especially when we have Duane Regretsky on. So
or second self or
oh Jesus,
you know.
yeah. That one was that could have went on for like 5 hours.
Thank God Toby had to go to work. Thank God Toby
Yeah.
had to go to work, get up early.
Remember that one time? Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Dude. I could do that all day long, just talking motherfuckers. But anyway,
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. If you're listening still, thanks for listening. Follow, like, subscribe, blah blah blah, and we'll see you again on You Want It, You Got It.
Bye.
Peace.